Hello and welcome to the show. We start this week's FailRace episode on GTA 5 with Gears 571 trying to take the shortcut down from the roof. Probably not the best idea. Not very well timed, that jump, and then very, very much squashed by a passing motorist. You might want to look before you jump off a roof. Invisible AK-47 is racing through the streets in his nightshade, clips a motorbike, and that's enough to send the car tumbling over. I think someone might want to have a talk with Ghost Rider and tell him to park his bike in a little bit better place next time around. Warrior Oni on GTA 5 is going for a supercar race. Things can only go well with these high-powered machinery. Amazingly, the initial launch relatively clean, but a bounce off of the railing would cause problems, bigger problems up ahead as all of these high-powered cars coming to one big crash. The yellow vehicle has gone soaring through the air. Another one of the protos is off flying. Something else goes to orbit as well. Yeah, it's like a Forza public lobby out there. Mindstorm 7 on GTA 4 has noticed a couple of cars stuck together. They then notice him and send Nico flying through the air. Somehow survives. That's a pretty big fall onto the rooftop there. He's fine. He's back climbing about. Knight's Viper on All Points Bulletin has spotted a Range Rover that he wants to go for. The thing is, cars do tend to tumble over quite easily on this game. As he makes the turn, ends up attacking another one of the Range Rovers, and yeah, it's pinned. It is not a good idea to mess around with the AI vehicles. That car is not going to be going. It's just perfectly pinned between the two vehicles. Yeah, you're going to want to get another vehicle. Machete Tiev on Watch Dogs is, I'm not sure if he's aiming for the other player or just trying to get it stopped and doesn't. Either way, ends up through a crowd of people. The thing is, the ghosts are rather angry. As he goes to get out of his vehicle, the ghost, the body kind of flings back and launches the car, splattering the other player and leaving the car upside down. Not very often a dead body ends up firing a car onto its roof, but there we go. Killinator 5000 on the crew, where we're seeing the chaos that can go on in the cutscenes. Almost gets taken out by a plane, but it's the interesting approach to landing going on. Somehow, it actually just about landed, only to be immediately taken out by another jet. Well done, planes. I'm not quite sure that's how you airport, but never mind. HLR Juggernaut is going to find out why it's quite dangerous to be driving in the oncoming lane when it comes to a blind crest across the train line, launches the car off the oncoming traffic. Actually gets a pretty solid landing. If it wasn't for being out stuck on the grass, that would be quite an impressive one. Almost gets it stopped before sliding straight into the fence. Yeah, driving in the oncoming traffic, a little bit dangerous. ARD on Forza Motorsport 6 is coming into turn 1 at Bathurst. Ends up getting marshalled wide by the driver tires, punted back out again by the Jaguar, and is now underneath Ferrari F50. I'm not sure that's quite how you're supposed to be doing the road. Amazingly, the Ferrari is perfectly happy to be, well, carried. I've seen cars get stuck underneath and carry vehicles a little way, but this is really quite remarkable. It's carrying it all the way up this next straight. I was wondering whether it was just literally fully stuck on the front of the vehicle. Big test was always going to be the braking zone, and nope, the Ferrari slides off, although would get revenge on the McLaren after bouncing off the tyre bundle and back into traffic. That is a seriously impressive carry, though, from the McLaren. Tomahawk GT350 on Forza 6, playing a game of tag, has managed to get his Ford Bronco stuck, and one of the IT cars is taunting him by parking the Caterham right alongside, but not tagging him and not helping the Bronco out. Amazingly, it pings itself off the wall, perfectly rolls over the front of the Caterham, and gets going again without being tagged. That is that's a good escape. That's why you don't toy around with other vehicles. Stig Powers 78 is racing his Renault Clio against a Lotus Elise at the Bugatti circuit, fighting for the lead here as they come up towards a really rather, I don't like the chicane, it's a nasty corner. As he goes on the brakes, the game has decided the Renault shall not be challenging for the lead and that it should probably be upside down. I'm suspecting the curbs had something to do with that, but yeah, that is a nasty corner. We're on to Forza Horizon 2 next with a very, very high-powered Charger racing through the Nice city. Can't quite get the car turned, ends up out in the wall. His friend comes to join him and launches the Charger onto the roof. I think that is a stunt the Fast and Furious crew would be quite proud of. I can't say I've seen many silly things. I can't say I've seen many cars end up on the roof of the buildings. Unfortunately, the game would reset the car pretty quickly. Lamborghini Dude 5 is driving a Ferrari on Drive Club and makes a bit of a wrong decision trying to get past the traffic up ahead. You don't want to really go on the grass. The car is bounced around, flipped across the traffic and pointing the wrong way. Perhaps not quite so spectacular from the onboard view, but yeah, not the right call to try and make it 4 wide at this narrow section. From the replay cameras, it is a little bit more impressive as it comes back across the track, takes out another car. They both go rolling amazingly. I think that was a Lamborghini of some sort, scoots underneath and almost completely unaffected by the flying Ferrari. So well done to that Lambo. Dr. Bacon Burger on Robot Arena 2 is, I'm assuming, is the player-controlled bot that is spinning around and has a secret weapon as the opponent has gone absolutely fly. I'm not sure that would be allowed in Robot Wars. It's quite an impressive cannon, nevertheless. Goes to have a go at the red robot, but that doesn't quite have the same effect. And finally, we have Black and Red 81 on NASCAR 08 with a big tumble at Sonoma. That is a surprisingly impressive roll off the curb there, managing to block up half of it. And I love that it is a black and orange car that rolls and lands on the number 21 car. You just couldn't really tie that one better as it flips and tumbles and spins before eventually crashing down on the poor vehicle behind him. Yeah, definitely a FailRace approved game. What a slow-mo view from the 42 here. It's just straight off. Admittedly, a tiny touch from the 26, but it's just straight off the curb, causing the car to go for a humongous tangle. The green car gets so lucky going underneath the rolling vehicle, but certainly a very, very impressive flip. However, that is going to be it for this episode. If you have clips you would like to submit to this series, then you can via our forums. There'll be a link in the description. At the very top of the page is the FailRace clip submission section, and in there you can find all of the rules and how to submit them. But that is going to be it from me. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.